What's up guys, Skittlerampage here. So today we have another buy these Funko Pops now before they get a little bit more expensive. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Funko Pop video. Today we do have another Buy These Now Funko Pops video. So if you don't know what this video style is, basically we just talk about some Funko Pops that I think might be going up a little bit in the future depending on what's happening in the specific shows, in the movies, or even what's happening with the character. Now just to let you guys know, this is just speculation at the end of the day. Don't go out and just buy these Pops just because I'm saying, hey, buy these now. Make sure to do your own research, and I'm not telling you to go spend all your money. I am just letting you guys know that these do have a good chance of actually going up in value even more from where they are currently, so if you can't afford them when they're grails, maybe it's a good idea to get them now while they're a little bit cheaper, but again, make that distinction on your own as well. Now jumping into things, firstly we do have Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean here. Now, as you guys do know, we do have one of the biggest trials of the year going on between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. I'm personally team like Johnny all the way. The whole thing's just crazy, and I really hope he gets justice because the whole thing has just been going crazy. But we're not going to go all into that nonsense because I know people like pick sides and things like that. More importantly, I did pick two of the Captain Jack Sparrow Pops. We do have the, I believe the first one, and then I actually have in my collection the Dead Man Tell No Tales Pop. So, the reason I chose these is just because they recently took out the ride at Disney, on top of him probably not reprising his role in Pirates 6. Unfortunately, I really hope they do kind of work out something with Johnny and Disney. I think that would be really cool, to be honest, because obviously no one else can replace him as the role. But I do think as they slowly kind of take this character away, I'm only assuming as well that they're still going to use his likeness to sell products for the time being, and maybe they will slowly kind of start retracting stuff if they don't end up working together again in the future. It would be really dumb of them, in my opinion, to not try to work out and give this man whatever he wants. But that's just me. But anyways, guys, I really think these do have a high chance of spiking up like crazy, especially if he does win the trial, because everybody has been just buying all kinds of different Johnny Depp merch, whether it's just a t-shirt talking about the trial, or it's just the cologne brand that supports him, Dior, I think that's what it's called. They're just going crazy for Johnny Depp stuff. I was also told by like a distributor or whatever that there's a big demand for Johnny Depp Pops right now, and he has so many different Pops, but I figured Captain Jack Sparrow is definitely one of his biggest roles that he's ever done, on top of, like, you know, Mad Hatter and Sweeney Todd and all kinds of different things. But Jack Sparrow is definitely one of the more memorable ones for most people. Now, I don't really think any of the other Pirates of the Caribbean Pops are probably going to spike up, mostly just him. I just think it has a really good chance with everything going on with him right now, because quite literally the man is trending every single day. And speaking of Disney, we do have Baymax here. So Baymax is actually getting his own Disney Plus series, and I watched the trailer. It actually surprisingly does look pretty good. He creeps me out a little bit sometimes. Like at the end of the trailer when she goes, are you going to, is the cafe going to be okay? And he was like, everything will be fine, basically. And he just like slowly creeps down the stairs staring at her. It was like really creepy in that moment, to be honest. But honestly, the show does actually look good. Now, a lot of the Pops are actually kind of undervalued in this set. I do feel like he's a very, very popular character. There was supposed to be like additional movies coming out. I think it was like 2 or 3 more movies that was supposed to come out as sequels to the original Baymax, but nothing ever happened with that. Maybe the movie didn't make enough money. Maybe Disney didn't think it would do as well with sequels, so who knows. But anyways, they did finally make a Disney Plus series now, and a lot of people have their eyes on Baymax now. He does have a couple expensive Pops in his set. I think there's like one con exclusive. There's like definitely some pricey ones in this set. However, I did pick some of the ones that were a little bit more kind of like cheaper right now, all around like $50 and under, to be honest. And then the Baymax with Mochi does actually have a glow chase over at Box Lunch, which fun fact, Bailey was actually lucky enough to actually order one and get a chase from Box Lunch. Like crazy luck there, about, I think it was like last year sometime. But anyways, I really do think Baymax has a really good chance of going up, especially since we're seeing more content now. Now next up we do have Marvel's Beta Ray Bill. So with a lot of rumors going around with Beta Ray Bill possibly popping up in Thor 4 as a cameo appearance, or just maybe one of the main characters, to be honest, I think it's just going to be a surprise appearance, to be honest. I won't go any more in depth on that because I know people are kind of like weary about spoilers and things like that. So if you guys want to learn more about that, I suggest watching other videos about his possible cameo. Outside of that though, I'm not going to mention anymore. But I still think he does have a really good chance of actually appearing in the movie, which would be really cool, to be honest. He's roughly around the $20 to $30 pop right now, not expensive at all. I think he's long overdue for some serious value because he's a really cool comic book character and a really cool pop in itself. It is a Walgreens exclusive, so it was already really hard to find on its original release, and it has been slowly kind of creeping up the last few days, I've noticed, by $1 to $5. Nothing crazy, but again, if he does possibly appear in the movie, then he's definitely going to go crazy. Now, of course, we've only seen Thor Love and Thunder Wave 1 of Funko Pops. I'm sure we're going to get another wave from Funko, kind of similar to like the Doctor Strange wave we did get. I can't exactly remember if we're getting 1 or 2 waves additionally, but I know we're at the very least, getting 1 additional wave for Thor Love and Thunder because there's still a bunch of other characters that they do actually have to make. So, I think if he does actually appear in the movie, we're probably going to see a new version of the pop. However, this would be a more comic book version because the movie adaptations are usually a little bit different looking in character, in the character. So basically, this is the only comic adaptation we have. So if you wanted that version of him, this would be the only way to actually get it because it's the only pop available. Now, also for Marvel, we do have Secret Invasion, and this is basically going to be revolving around the Skrulls as well as Nick Fury here. So I think Nick Fury definitely has some potential to go crazy in price. He does have 4 pops right now, 2 of them being from Captain Marvel, 1 being from Avengers Infinity War, and 1 is the actual original Nick Fury pop from the first Avengers movie. So if you wanted like a more current Nick Fury, you'd really have to go for either Avengers Infinity War or the original one. However, the other 2 are definitely really cheap alternatives. Even the Infinity War one is around $25 right now. Now, I considered mentioning the Skrulls, however, the only Skrull pops that we technically have are from Captain Marvel, and not a lot of people cared for those pops to begin with, as well as we do have the Fantastic Four Super Skrull, but I highly doubt we're going to see that version of Skrull. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a release date just yet for Secret Invasion, but I do feel like this is definitely going to be one of Nick Fury's last kind of like appearances in the MCU. Not his last, he'll probably appear in like one more project, but he is getting older, maybe he's tired of the role, to be honest. I don't know how many more shows or movies that Marvel does actually have him signed up for, but I do feel like his story is definitely reaching its conclusion, because, I mean, the man's been playing the character since 2012, like, or actually longer than that, I think, a little bit, to be honest, but it's definitely been over a decade he's been playing this character, and he's dedicated a lot to it. So I really think the conclusion is finally coming for Nick Fury. So if they ever like officially do kill him off, that'll definitely make the pops go crazy in price. But unfortunately, we don't actually have a release date for that show just yet, so you could definitely hold off on buying this one a little bit. But once we start seeing more content and trailers, I do think he might start to rise up a little bit. Next up, we do have Fullmetal Alchemist. So this one is kind of like a hit or miss almost, and here's why. So recently we got the new Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood wave, and that included Olivier Armstrong as well as Edward Elric. We also got Riza Hawkeye and, oh, who was the last one? Oh, who was the last one? Oh, wait, no, I think that was all of them. Because we had 5 characters, and the other one was the actual Edward Elric Chase. So, but more importantly, we did actually get Olivier Armstrong, which obviously she has the last name, so it's not hard to figure out that that's Alex Armstrong's sister. Now, when those pops did actually drop, I made sure to pay attention over on Mercari to see if people started buying up Alex Armstrong, just in case I wanted to include him in a future Buy It Now video. And I actually, my suspicions were right. A couple people did actually buy a couple of the $100 ones and a little bit of the cheaper ones over on Mercari. It's not crazy actively being bought up, but I do feel like he has potential to reach like King Bradley's level, a little bit higher in value, to be honest, because he's definitely a really cool pop, a really great character, as well as he is actually vaulted. So he's not exactly coming back, and he's already up there in value, so he can really only go up from there. And I do feel like closer to the release of his sister, a lot more people are going to want Alex and Olivier next to each other because obviously they're siblings. Now, as you can see, I also mentioned Alphonse in here, and here's the reason why. Surprisingly enough, we didn't actually get a new Alphonse in the new Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood wave that was just announced. It was kind of interesting, to be honest. I was really surprised to not see him in that wave. So these are technically the only 2 current pops that we do actually have out. They're not vaulted yet, so it's not like you're in a crazy hurry to actually pick them up for your sets. You can definitely wait a little bit, but I do think that they're definitely going to spike a little bit more, solely because a new mold wasn't actually released, and a lot more eyes are on the Fullmetal Alchemist Funko Pops now, so I think it's definitely going to rise up in the coming weeks for sure. That one's a hit or miss again. Both of these are kind of hit or misses, but I wanted to mention them as like a personal, you know, I personally think they're gonna go up, but I could definitely be wrong. So those are my choices for Fullmetal. Let me know down below how you guys feel about those and if you think I'm right or wrong on that. Now lastly, we do have Hunter x Hunter. Now, if you missed out yesterday, if you didn't see all of the posts going around all over Twitter, and Hunter x Hunter is literally trending right now, Hunter x Hunter's manga is actually returning for about 10 chapters, I think it was. So basically what happened was that the creator did actually tweet out, and he's known for being reclusive and known for not exactly like wanting to go anywhere or really talk to anybody, I suppose. But anyways, he basically tweeted out on some random account that we were going to see more Hunter x Hunter content. And then a lot of people were like, what? This is really weird. Not a lot. Everybody thought it was a hoax. Everybody thought people were just messing with him. And then the actual OPM creator did actually reply or retweet it or whatever and said basically that this was actually the legitimate person and this is actually happening. And I'm sure you can guess exactly what happened next. There was an uproar in the community of Hunter x Hunter with cheers and crying and tears. Everybody is so freaking excited to see more Hunter x Hunter content given the hiatus was really long. Now this is where Funko Pops do actually come into play. So, the Hunter x Hunter Funko Pops, one, have already been actively kind of rising up on the specific character. As you know, Alika is the most expensive one in the set right now. She's around $200 on eBay and up. You can find some really good deals. She's currently showing like PPG, I think 155, but if you look on eBay, she has some really, really high listings. And I know listings don't exactly correlate with actual value because you can list a pop at anything. However, when there's only like 6 listings of Alika chases over on eBay, you can definitely say in this case that she's definitely worth around the $200 range. Now, if you didn't know, outside of the brand new ones that were released at Funkoween, we do actually have 12 currently released Hunter x Hunter Funko Pops, and I did actually include the Killua Chase, even though he technically hasn't released in people's hands, but, you know, for example, I do actually have him right here. Now, of those 12, I did actually pick only 4 of them that I recommend that maybe might start spiking up a little bit as we do get kind of like more news and updates about these brand new manga chapters. And the ones I did roll out were basically all of the commons for the most part, because they are going to have a restock fairly soon here, within a couple months I want to say, so we're definitely going to see a lot more flooding the market soon here. So I don't really see the commons spiking up crazy, maybe like $10 to $15 each, just because as more people get their eyes on Hunter x Hunter, they're going to start buying them up. Outside of that though, I don't see them becoming like crazy grails. And of course, they aren't vaulted yet, so definitely not becoming crazy grails. Now my 4 choices for this set would be the Golden Freaks Hot Topic exclusive. Now this one is actually vaulted currently, so it's not coming back. It already has a $75 to $100 value, and a lot of people really want this exclusive, even though it's basically just him without his jacket. It's not a crazy cool exclusive, to be honest. Like, personally, I'm in the small or maybe big pool that I don't agree that this one should be the $100 pop. It's really silly that this is the $100 variant. And just for argument's sake, I really understand that he takes off his jacket and he fights, because last time a bunch of people got mad because I said that this had no reason being a $100 variant because his jacket wore off, and they're like, well, it's very important to the anime when he has his jacket off, so that's why we have to pay $90 more for it. Like, what is that argument? So for argument's sake, I understand the importance of his jacket off to the anime. I just think it's really silly to pay an extra $70 to $90 for it. Luckily though, I got mine for around like 65 bucks, so I didn't pay too much for it. Now we also have Illumi Zoldyck, which this one's kind of fairly new, so this one is also a hit or miss. However, he's a very popular character and it is a con exclusive, so it's only going to actually restock so many times. So this one, funny enough, isn't actually kind of exclusive to the con. It's just kind of like exclusive to Toy Stop, and I don't think it was actually supposed to have that LACC sticker on it, so that's why it kind of kept restocking a bunch of times, and we'll definitely see more restocks of this one in the future. However, he is still technically maintaining around a $40 value, which is awesome. He was basically around like $30 out the gate to buy this exclusive, so you know, $10 more than the original retail value isn't much though. Still though, he is a really cool and interesting character, so I do see him having a lot of value in the future. Now we also did get Chrollo. Chrollo is a very, very undervalued pop in my opinion. It is a Chalice Collectibles exclusive though, so they do actually have a ton of stock. However, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I did actually mention that this one is actually delayed on restocking. So there's going to be a lot fewer on the market as people start to buy this one for their set. and a lot of people actually have orders waiting with Chalice for this specific exclusive. So if the restock doesn't actually get fulfilled this year and it is pushed until next year, we're going to definitely probably start seeing a shortage of this specific character, and thus it's starting to rise up because of supply and demand. And then lastly, we do have the Hot Topic exclusive Alika chase here, where it is actually Nanika. So this one, the reason I say this one, and I'm going to get into why it's not exactly a good buy right now, but the reason I say this one is it's super expensive and people are still actively seeking it as we do speak. People are actively buying this one, always looking for it, always looking for deals. So basically this is just going to be a forever popular pop. And of course it does have that yellow chase sticker boosting its popularity. Now the reason this one is not a good buy right now is because it is actually going to have a summer restock. A couple months ago it did actually restock on Hot Topic's website as a back order, and it is supposed to restock in June, July, I believe, and a lot of you guys probably have this one on order. So anybody looking for Alika the Chase here, and you can't afford $150 to $200, just know she's definitely going to start flooding the market again come summer. It's going to hit stores again. I don't really see another restock happening for a while on Hot Topic's website, but we are going to see new stock hit the stores, and we're going to start seeing a decline in the value when that does happen. I don't really see this one going under $100, to be honest, because she started off kind of pricey around the $100 range, and then she dropped down to like the $60 range, and then after that she just shot up from there. 100, 120, 150, 200, sales for 250. Like, this one goes nuts. So again, if you cannot afford this one right now, you can definitely hold out until the summer restock when she does get a little bit cheaper. So those are my Hunter x Hunter Funko Pop picks. Let me know down below how you guys feel about those and which ones do you think are going to spike up the most. Well guys, that's everything for this Buy These Now Funko Pop video. Let me know down below what's a Funko Pop that you think we should buy right now before it gets crazy expensive. And let me know down below, do you guys own any of the Funko Pops in this video? Again, these videos are kind of like hit or miss, to be honest. I'm not always going to be right. I might be right about half of these and wrong about half of them. I might be right about all of them. I might be wrong about all of them. But that's basically the speculation game. Though I do feel like a lot of these have strong chances of actually going up in value. And just to reiterate it one more time for the people in the back, don't go and spend all your money just because I said they're probably going to go up. Make sure to do your own research and don't just buy on this whim. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like button down below if you did enjoy. If you guys would like to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to leave a comment down below as well. I do want to say a big shout out to all the Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We do have a Patreon only Discord where we share a lot of this information first. We talk about all kinds of different trending Funko Pops, Buy These Now Funko Pops. We share restock news and all kinds of other stuff. So if you guys want to join a great community with over 100 people, make sure to check out the link down below. We also have a Facebook group with over 13,000 members that's buy, sell, and trade, as well as make sure to follow me on all my social medias, all at Skittlerampage for more updates. Alright, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.